my very special guest I'm about to introduce has been on tour with me for about the last 5 months. He's amazing, he's hilarious, and he's a very young upstart of a comedian. You'll soon see why. So give it up, please, for the comedy talent, Mr. Joe Rowntree.
So, my name's Joe. I find it awkward meeting people for the first time because I get ignored quite a lot. Anyone else here get ignored? Like I say, I get ignored quite a lot. Happened to the day, right, I had to go to the reception area of this place to meet this guy. Now, I saw him coming through the door. He saw me. I put my hand out to greet him. He saw my hand, and at the last minute, he blanked me and went to speak to someone else. Now, it's bad enough being ignored, but what's worse is I've got a stray hand hanging out in the air, doing absolutely sod all, and everyone else in reception can see me. I can honestly say it's the first time in my life I've ever wished that a big fucking falcon would just come and land on my arm. Just to take a little bit of attention off me. Do you know what I did? I turned the hand into a gun. Pulled it back into a holster, gave a nod like a cowboy, and I walked off. So, but the royal wedding as well, do we enjoy this? We over it? We've got a day off? Happy about the day off? I was reading today, apparently, that the royal family cost us all 62 pence each a year, right? And a bit of that money went to pay for the royal wedding, and I thought that was quite rude. Basically paying for a wedding we weren't invited to. And it sort of reminded me a lot of the weddings I've been going to my own friends recently, where you have to pay to go along. I don't know if anyone's witnessed this new wave of con sweeping across British weddings at the moment. It's called the Wishing Well money laundering scam. You're not familiar with this concept, I'll explain. Instead of bringing along presents like they used to do in the olden days, what people do now is they just ask for money. But they try and butter you up beforehand. They write a little poem on the invitation. I've received 3 of these now, and this is my favourite. Most things we need we've already got. Like toaster and kettles and pans and pots. A wishing well we thought would be great, but only if you wish to participate. A gift of money is placed in the well. Then make a wish, but do not tell. Shh. Fuck off. That's just a really polite, drippy way of saying, look, on top of the hundreds of pounds you've already spent on us, it's all right if you get a little bit more of your money out and just pop it in the well. Is that all right? I went to this wedding, right, in the south of France, and the stag do was in Barcelona, and I couldn't afford it, so I stuck it all on the credit card, and the bill for all of that lasted longer than the actual marriage. Turns out, now listen to this for bad luck, 7 months later they got divorced. 3 months after that, she came out as a lesbian. My mate had a nervous breakdown, lost his job, the lot was horrible. She went on a skiing holiday, had a really bad accident, head injury, slipped into a coma. 3 weeks later woke up, still thinks she's happily married, now wants to move back in. You'd be gutted, wouldn't you? But on reflection, I regretted having made that particular wish, but you can have a well then, Sodom, to be honest. And the raw merchandise as well, that sold quite well. I don't know if anyone bought any of this stuff. Millions of pounds of this stuff has been sold. My favourite was the raw condoms. Anyone buy any of these? The crown jewels. Quite disappointed there's no flavoured versions of these. Juniper berry and gin. Cinnamon and grouse. Caviar smoked mackerel. That last one probably a little bit repellent. But at least they give the lady an idea of what we have to taste. when we go down there. I'm joking, girls. You're looking at me horrified. We all know it smells like daffodils down there, really. There was actually an article in the paper the day, I don't know if anyone read this, the doctor got struck off because he came out and said that women would be a lot happier if they didn't use condoms because there were certain compounds in semen that had antidepressant effects, which I thought was quite interesting. Because it sort of explains why my girlfriend always gets so down when I pull out unexpectedly and just finish on her face. And the Will and Kate dolls, these sold well as well for the kiddies. Will and Kate dolls, £15 a pop. If you've got kids, I'm sure you bought one of these. I was quite disappointed there was no version for the adults. The blokes, they could have had Inflator Kate. I'll buy that. If you're feeling really dirty, you let half the air out and it doubles up as Camilla. There's a lot of you just looking away from the raw box, then I'm sorry. And for the ladies as well, you could have had the limited edition vibrator. Call it a Wildo. Instead of a buzzing noise, it just makes this sound. I make that noise because I imagine posh people like Prince William masturbate. Just naked, wearing a cravat, squinting on a monocle. Most likely over a big oil painting of a grouse getting shot down in mid-flight. Boah, beautiful bird, boah. 12-bore buckshot, boah. Barber jackets and breeches in Balmoral, boah. Do you reckon if Prince William wants Kate to talk dirty to turn him on, he just asks her to talk about our middle-class upbringing? Like, tell me how moderately wealthy you were before you met me, you bourgeois pikey, huh? How big was your house? 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Oh my God, that is disgusting, but really quite horny. How often did a cleaner come round? I don't know, twice a week for about 3 hours. That's so filthy. The house must have been so dusty. No wonder you've got hay fever, Kate. You lived in a barn, you're a wild bloody animal. Oh, I'm getting really randy now. Have you ever used a public toilet? Yes, I have. Oh my God, I'm nearly there. Come on, give me something, anything you've got now, Kate, to tell me something. I don't know, Wills, my mother was a flight attendant. I stayed in Travelodge and flown on EasyJet. Oh, fuck. It's wrong. And they moved in together as well, haven't they? Will and Kate in Anglesey, and that's nice, you know, sort of fresh start. It sort of reminded me of when I moved in with my girlfriend as well. It's nice, those feelings you get before you move in with a girl, isn't it? It's like, I'm living on my own with a girl. I'll be sharing my bed every night with a girl. Come on. Sex on tap every night of the week. It doesn't happen, does it? I never thought it'd be like this. You have to work tactically, lads, don't you? You have to sort of drop subtle hints like, please! Please, just have a little bit. Well, as you might be familiar with the dreaded question we regularly get asked in our moments of deep contemplation by our good girlfriends. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about right now? How can you answer a question like that? I always say, you really don't want to know what I'm thinking about. She's like, what am I about? And I think, you just really don't want to know. But I met one time, I lost it a little bit. She kept going on and on and on. I said, what, you really want to know? You really want to know what I'm thinking about? She said, yeah. I said, you might not like it. She said, fine. I said, what I'll tell you then. I said, sometimes I have sexual fantasies of me and that new blonde girl in the Countdown studio. She's got me in dictionary corner, naked, noshing on my chin. Carol Vorderman sachets in, dressed as a flamingo, pink silk nightie. Takes out new girl, the Chuck Norris roundhouse, and lays her to the ground. Vorderman pins me down the presenter's desk and starts licking my eyes. She starts squawking down my ears. She hits me across the head 3 times with a massive dictionary, pulls out a black marker pen and starts writing kinky 9-letter words across my chest, all beginning with V. Vibration. Vulgarity. Vasectomy. She stands up, her feet either side, looks down, releases a nightie with a salacious flick of her wrist to feel her glorious naked pink body. As I gaze up, my attention's drawn to a groomed thicket of vaginal fur in the shape of a multiplication sign. Her clever way of telling me she wants to mother my children. She does a little dance, squats down, yells out our mating call. We engage and the clock starts ticking. Sometimes I think about how I wish I had cocks as fingers in varying sizes, like a set of Allen keys. So during foreplay, I could play your flange like an electric harp. Each finger producing a different sound, culminating in an explosive crescendo of orgasmic. Sometimes I fantasize about you wearing a burqa in bed. So when you go down on me, it looks like I've been sucked off by my own shadow. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you can pretty much guarantee that your girlfriend will never, ever ask you what you're thinking about again. This has been a genuine treat and unreal experience for me. Thanks so much for coming down. I've been Joe Rowntree. Good night, thank you!